Thanks for staying. Let's now go back to our story. We talked about efforts made to end insecurity in the Southeast region. And we have joining us live security expert and former captain, U.S. Army, Bish Johnson. Let's have you join us. All right, can we have you join us live? Can you hear us now?
I am here. I am hearing you.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. The Southeast region is said to have lost over 4 trillion naira to insecurity in the last 2 years. Now, what's your reading of the security situation in this region?
Well, the security situation in the Southeast, as it stands right now, is very deplorable. And not only that, they are losing revenue because it's a region where you don't have too much of, a government presence. Most people in that area depends on, going out every day to be able to eke out a living. So with this incessant imposition of sit-at-home orders that they get from all these rogue elements and non-state actors, that is even exacerbating the situation in that region. And you know that security and the economy are tied together. Each one affects the other. If there's poor economy, insecurity will definitely go up. And so that is why it's very, very important that we must have to do whatever it takes to curb the insecurity in the region.
All right, some elders in the Southeast seems to have kept quiet about the activities of the Southeast region, but only a few of them have recently called on the non-state actors. Do you think the problem mongers would ever listen to them as it stands?
Well, the thing now is that the citizenry in the Southeast have lost confidence in both government and politicians as a whole. So it's difficult for government to come in and be able to convince the people in which way to go. Well, let me say this. The solution to the situation in the Southeast insecurity situation is there are 3 parts to it. There's political, there's diplomacy, and then there's security measures in itself. If for you to solve this problem, you have to go back to its origin. The Southeast, prior to Muhammad Buhari's administration, used to be one of the most peaceful and safest places in the country until after Muhammad Buhari's election. And he had the opportunity to be interviewed overseas, and he started talking about 97 and 5%. Usually after a very divisive election, what a leader does is to try to find a way to bring the people together. He didn't do that. Instead, he went on fishing expedition and seeking vendetta everywhere. And so that led to this agitation. Now, this president, now my advice to him is that, look, we have also gone through another divisive election. He should be a leader. So far, he's doing okay so far. I won't give him 100% mark. Well, he's doing okay so far, right? He should ensure that in the course of his in the course of his appointments, that the appointments are fair and equitable. Let every region get what is due them. They should not be concentrated in one particular region. That is one aspect of it. Now, another solution to it is diplomacy. Okay. I don't know why the federal government of Nigeria has not done anything about Simon Ekpa. I think that the federal government has to reach out to the Finnish authority and let them know, look, that this guy, your place cannot be a sanctuary for this Simon Ekpa to stay and launch inciting orders and comments and statements that is creating insecurity in our country. You have to do something about it. That is one other aspect of it. Now, the actual security measure is that some of those things are being done already, which Anambra State government is done, bringing in, all these vigilante groups, organic vigilante groups. It's not the ones that will come from other regions. Let those vigilante groups come from the Southeast states themselves. They will work in consonance with government, with public security agencies to be able to fish out those that are fomenting trouble in the Southeast. I think if we do these 3 steps, and then another one is that it was also political. The president has to understudy the situation of Nnamdi Kanu and see how Nnamdi Kanu can be released from prison. We do all these things, I think we have peace in the Southeast region.
All right, thank you, security expert and former Captain U.S. Army Bish Johnson, sharing his thoughts with us on efforts made to restore security in Southeast region. Thank you for joining us on the news at this hour.
Thank you.